We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you, and your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Well, hello there, little wonders, and welcome back to Sunday Spinning Sunday. And that's all I have for the intro. Hey, excited for Record Store Day? Oh, Record Store Day. Record Store Day is just right there in the corner. I can see it. You can see it? I can see it.
See it on the horizon?
I can feel it. It's Sunday Spinning Sunday, Record Store Day, Record Store Stories. I don't know if you guys checked our first Record Store Story. But yeah, this video is gonna be another Record Store Story, I would say, based on Record Store Day. Which, of course, is the one from the last year, because we're really close to the next one. We just wanna try to remember what happened today, what the albums we got. And
stories that came from behind the album.
yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Every vinyl has a story.
I like it. What happened last Record Store Day?
Basically, we were in London at that point.
London, Ontario.
The only plan we had was just, okay, meet you somewhere,
And then let's go get records.
the pet store in front of the bus stop was having I don't know, adopt a cat day. And I made the mistake of calling my dad, which he always gonna say, yes, do it. And then I called this guy, who of course he said, just do it. Signed all the papers, and I basically was in the process to adopt a cat. The name of the cat was given by the pet store was Dr. Hook, because he has a black stain on his eye.
Go get them.
I just go. I'll get it. Here's Dr. Hook. Oh, he used to be, because of the stain on his eye that looks like a patch. But because I'm really stubborn, I was like, that's not gonna be the name of the cat. So now his name is Ziggy, like Ziggy Stardust. The whole thing is, when we went to the record store, Ryan, because he's unique, he found something for me. Dr. Who. Yeah, we got it. I think he has the one.
Yeah.
Cover of the Rolling Stones. The cover of the Rolling Stones. We got this album just because of my future cat. There we go. It's my cat.
Perfect.
But I'm just gonna leave Dr. Who here.
Well, let me just start off with one that I just ended up purchasing, and yeah, it's cool. Look how shiny it is. This is a Flaming Lips, which is a crazy little experiment that they did in 2011. It was released on October 31st, Halloween, and what the experiment was, they were going to release a one song that was 24 hours long, but it had no physical copy besides 13 human skulls that had the file downloaded on them.
Sorry, what?
I don't know. Yeah, they had like USB sticks in human skulls. Flaming Lips decided, okay, we're gonna take our 24-hour song and we're gonna condense it down to 50 minutes. So this is the kind of sampler of that 24-hour length song. And just thinking of that concept of a 24-hour song, isn't that kind of crazy to wrap your head around? Imagine if you had that on an endless loop, and every single day started the exact same. You listen to the same song over and over again. And imagine, like, just at night, a certain piece of that song would always play at like 5 o'clock. It's very cosmic and very psychedelic, and because it's a Flaming Lips album, let's just say that. Look at this. Our second video, just a collection, I mentioned the Pixies. Pixies, they've released 4 amazing albums in the late 80s / early 90s. Also, they released this, Come On Pilgrim, and Mauricio here actually got me this. And so, the band broke up, very devastating. They had a huge influence on alternative rock bands, Nirvana, Radiohead, Weezer, The Strokes.
Almost everyone in the 90s.
All of their albums were revolutionary for the time, way ahead of their time, and then they disbanded. And 23 years later, so this is 2014, on Record Store Day, they decided to release their next studio album. It's Indie Cindy. Got a lot of mixed reviews. Not too positive, depending. Some Pixie fans maybe were very happy, some Pixie fans were very disappointed. The reason, I would say, is because they had such a huge influence on alternative rock before it started.
And once the whole movement started, it set a sound and a level of that, because it developed itself.
Yeah.
And people were expecting a band that could go beyond that. but they were always so simple. Even if you check their bass lines, their everything, they're so minimalistic in some way. They stay like that for the next album. So if you actually love Pixies as the Pixies, you will love the album. If you were expecting a revolutionary album and a revolutionary band, you're gonna get disappointed. And they turned revolutionary because of the other bands that decide to work on it. Like if you listen to Gouge Away or Where's My Mind, it's the perfect set for grunge, basically. You can hear smells like Teen Spirit coming from that sound. I wasn't upset or anything, and I was a big fan of the Pixies in some point. I had Doolittle in my cassette, but I like the album.
I already knew the whole album before picking it up because they released it one EP at a time. They released 3. Hey, there's another cat there.
Yeah,
and that's Charlie. They released 3 EPs, which had all 12 songs, 4 songs on each EP. So essentially, the whole album was released before the album was released physically. What we have here is a double LP, 180 gram pressing, and so all 4 sides are 45 RPM. And so great packaging. I love the colors and the art. But they also gave us this little thing. Hashtag Pixies Record Store Day. And this is a song, Women of War. This was a total surprise. The song is now available for like a free download on their website, but at the time, hey, I was one of the only people to have it. So there you go. Pixies. Indie City. This is probably not a really well-known artist for some people, and for other people it'll be like, oh, of course, dude. I found this. Okay, this is the Vendra Banhart. There you go. This album, I don't know. I was surprised that I found it actually, and I couldn't pass that chance. Just to give you an idea who the Vendra is, he's an American Venezuelan artist. So he was born in Texas, and then he grew in Venezuela until he was a teenager, and then he went back to the US where he started doing his music. It could be cataloged as psychedelic folk, following as part of this group of new sound, and like Joanna Newsom. She has a beautiful song called The Book of Ryden. I found this gem. I was surprised that I found it. Again, my Venezuelan spirit just came out. He never forget his roots as a Venezuelan, so you can find a lot of songs in Spanish. There's a song there, Maria Leonza, which is based on a story, this character that is considered a goddess by a specific religion there in Venezuela. I think my favorite from this album could be Maria Leonza, Rats, Going Back, and of course Angelica. And yet there are 2 LP, but I love like the design you can see in the labels. It's really simple, really artistic. Yeah, it's just a fantastic album. It's great for a rainy day or just a day of I don't know what to hear. I just want to think something else. The Vendra Banhart, for sure. English or Spanish, whatever. We listened to some of the vinyl. We listened to one side of that, and I think most of the Pixies, maybe all of it. It was just awesome to just wind down after a day of buying cats and records, and just chilling with a friend at his apartment. Mauricio's apartment. I know you don't know this. It was empty. Just there's nothing in there. Nothing. And all there was a record player, and that's it. Just in an empty room. Not a single chair. Just carpet, and you just sit there on the floor and you stare at the ceiling and you listen to records. And it's awesome. The first time I went to his house, he played Parachutes by Coldplay. I think that was the beginning, the spark of our friendship. So that was Record Store Day 14. We bought those records, listened to them. We'll be doing that again this year, and I think it's awesome because it seems like it's going to be a tradition, hopefully, that we can do forever. If we buy anything or not, doesn't matter. We just want to see some of the awesome releases, the very unique pressings. So for the next video, we hope we can go through the entire list for the Record Store Day 2015. We might not do the whole list, but we're gonna talk about those artists who are like, I want that.
Remember, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All the links are down there below. Remember to give us a like, to share, subscribe, tell your friends, your family that we're crazy and we're just doing videos so they can have fun and just watch our videos on top. That's all they need. And I guess I see you later, alligators, and take care and ciao.
In a while, crocodile. Bye.
What? Crocodile what? What you
See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile.
I never heard of that before.
What? Yeah, say it again.
So see you later, alligators.
In a while, crocodile.
Take care and
In a while. Ciao.
Well, I'm going to the Delta where I can have my fun. I'm going to the Delta.
All right.